All right, Hildo.
Hey everyone, welcome again to another episode of The Branding Beardos.
Hey,
This is Big John, and that is
Kenneth Lee.
and today we'll be talking about this very sketchy topic. Today. Actually, when we were discussing about what to talk about today, we were like, a sketchy topic indeed. And this topic that we are going to be talking about is about influencer marketing and every little sprinkle that covers this very
Ethical minefield,
yeah
all the weird things, all the shady things
yeah
that happen in the background.
and one thing that we wanted to say is that we are not the ethics police, right? We don't give a damn, but we are we are the bullshit police.
We will call out all the bullshit
Yeah.
people are doing, and we will teach you how to call out bullshit.
Yes, ethics is down to the individual. Many things can be deemed as unethical and so on, but BS, you can smell BS, you can touch BS.
I mean, even before the recording, I was just telling you about there are some people on Amazon, right, who are selling products, right? So they sell you an item for $35.
Yeah.
And then they tell you leave a 5-star review, we will send you a Amazon gift card $15. Is that ethical or not? Some people say no.
Just saying that, right? I remember because I mean this podcast that we're doing and the one that I have, the Big John Big Life podcast. Both of our podcasts are very new, less than a year, and my other podcast has only been on YouTube for less than a few months, and someone actually contacted me on LinkedIn, through LinkedIn, and was like, hey, I noticed that you've got 64, okay, now 65 subscribers I have. I want you to help you to monetize your YouTube. Then I was like, interesting. So what are you going to do with this? What is your tactic? And she was like, I will pass your YouTube to my team around the world so they will help you gain thousands of subscribers. I'm like, wow. So how much do I have to pay for 1,000 subscribers? So I pay $70 to get 1,000 subscribers.
Wow. 1,000 YouTube subscribers.
Yeah, for $70 US.
That's incidentally the limit, the lowest number of followers you need before you can monetize your channel. Incidentally.
Yeah, I think it's more than that. I think what I checked was about, I don't know whether it's 4,000 hours viewing hours or 4,000 subscribers, but it's definitely in the 4-digit numbers. But I mean this whole topic today is really about not only just the influencer marketing, but vanity, the Vanity Matrix as well. Whether it's Vanity Metrics, whether it's really necessary. Do you think it's ethical to do it? Like for me. But honestly, for me, right, I was even at that moment, I was like, $70 US. Should I do?
That's a few a follower, and you don't even know if it's real.
Yeah, the thing is, right, you can go on these kind of things and get yourself 10,000 subscribers. Great, but that means, right, whatever you are doing is going to be BS.
Yeah.
Because okay, wait, this part might have to delete. Because actually, what was I? The number.
Like how you are thinking already.
Because the thing is, right, many people will be very tempted to do this. Because why? Because for YouTube, right, how they rank these kind of things is the not only how many people are viewing, but for how long they are viewing
the
video. And all this, yes. So these things actually all go into the ranking system. So basically, if you are talking about a topic, right, that is, wow, bloody hell, so many people talking. Let's say Singapore food. Surely you're not going to be the only one of the Tom, Dick, and Harrys who did it, right? There'll be more than you. So what makes you get into the number one spot, right? number of people subscribe to you. That's one of it. You know, how many videos you have and how long your videos are being viewed for. So what I was hearing from another person, right, is that the longer the video, let's say let's say if your video is 20 minutes and you have another person with a video who's 10 minutes. If another audience member out there, if your 20-minute video is viewed half the time versus a 10-minute video watched half the time, your 20-minute video gets ranked higher.
Correct.
So it's very, very tempting for a lot of people to use this, to buy these spots, right, to get themselves up the ranking.
Yeah, and all this, and a lot of times these views are fake. They're not being viewed by a human being.
Yeah, but like I say, it's an ethical thing, right? But I mean, the thing is that it might get you there, and so that if someone is legitimately looking for you, right, they might find you there.
Might find you there.
So
But
it's
your basically your channel will then be built on bullshit lah.
you might. The thing is you might start with BS, but you might end up with something legit. But I mean, you won't be that so-called guru that you are touting yourself to be lah.
Correct.
So ethics.
You got to know. Okay, let's just talk about how people have been gaming the algo, right? And how that turns out. So there's two ways you can game it, right? Like it's just like SEO, right? There are people who go, we can put certain things into the when we are building the website, put certain in so that you rank certain. Then there are people who just will produce content with certain keywords and then we'll rank you for those keywords. There's all sorts of ways to do it.
Yeah.
Question is whether when you do it, are you building expertise or not? Like especially for gaming social media algos. Are you gaining expertise or not? Because let's put it in a business context, right?
Yeah.
Say you are a direct sales B2C company, okay, and you are selling like your own drinks, and you want to talk about how good your drinks are.
Yeah.
You can produce compelling content that gets people's attention and get them to buy. Or you can buy followers, can buy likes, and then get that in front of the eyes of people, in front of real followers, right?
Yep.
The difference is nowadays there are tools that people can use to find out whether you are buying followers or not, right? Have you heard of socialblade.com?
No, actually no. What is it?
It's a website, right? Where if you go, you type in somebody's social media handle, and you can see every day how many followers they gain and lost every day. And you can go back into history. It taps into Instagram or taps into Facebook or whatever. And
but that's only if someone's in the know lah. Imagine but the general public are not well versed in these things. I mean, they're not so much in the business of finding out who's BSing. So the thing is that, well, in the general, and it's the same with SEO, isn't it? Right? You find yourself on the #1 ranking, but that means you found the right keywords and put in the right amount of money to get you there. Doesn't mean that you are the best in that space.
For me, in my opinion, it is that if you are famous enough and if you are big enough, someone will snoop around and someone will find out. So do you want to sit on a chair of lies or
Yeah. So that's the thing, you see. So that for some people, right, so this discussion is an interesting one. Like, do you know, there's the point of faking it until you make it.
Yeah.
You know, that's one option to go forward. And some people they can't wait, they must get there. And I think that especially on channels like YouTube and all this, right, it's more tempting to do so because you can monetize. There's a monetization aspect. So when money is involved, you know, and if there are gray areas to be exploited, everyone is going to give it a shot.
Yeah.
You know, I even saw also on another site, someone was, and I think maybe because of COVID-19, so people are damn free now, right? So some people are opening up home-based businesses, right?
Yeah.
Watch your YouTube video for a fee.
No way.
And I saw that, I was like, gee, so there's whatever uh um barriers, right, that YouTube has put up. People are finding loopholes. So they're offering like, okay, I promised, so part of this agreement, I promise to watch how many of your videos and for how many minutes
Yes.
I'm going to be watching.
Then you pay
Oh,
me.
yeah. And then and I think the person was selling this service for about 60, $70. This seems to be the going rate now.
Yeah.
And so for me, again, with and for many out there who's maybe because of COVID-19, yeah, they're starting up YouTube channels or starting up this kind of things, and then they'll be like, very tempting, how do I suddenly reach the holy grail of millions of subscribers, and this kind of thing, and people would be tempted to do this. But that also means, right, that for us as consumers out there, consumers of content, we have to be much more careful what we are looking at, because there could be a lot of false prophets and messiahs out there bearing information that could be a load of
And it is
false.
like because that fits into the other topic that we are talking about influencers, right?
Yeah.
Then it is so much harder to trust all these people who call themselves influencers.
Correct.
First of all, what's the definition? Like, how are we defining influencers now?
Number of followers?
People who have a lot of followers? Number of followers? Is it people who have an inordinate amount of influence among just their own social circle of 10 people?
Yeah.
No, so my frustration with influencer marketing is that, and it is on the client end, is that for many clients, they look at a raw number, which is this person has 1 million followers.
Yeah.
Must be doing something right.
Mm.
And then a lot of people like her content, a lot of people share, a lot of people talk about her content. How do you know? How do we know? And we don't know, we can't know.
Yeah.
Certain if this person is truly that influential. You can't know. And so my gut sense and my driving force behind doing the research, that it's very clear across multiple cultures. After doing my research, whether it's in Europe, in China, in Southeast Asia, or in America, influencers generally cannot sell. They cannot sell.
But I think it depends,
Yes, and it depends on what they are selling. It depends on the content that the company wants to create, and it depends on how they have built. So if let's say you were to say, Apple finds the influencer and brand fit, right? If Apple finds a person who is completely not tech savvy and uses them as a brand influencer, a beauty influencer engaged by Apple, it's not going to work. But if you have someone that's really deep into the Apple ecosystem as a YouTuber, and Apple uses them as an influencer, it's a lot easier for Apple to influence opinions. And it's the same with all other brands, right? And like you said, it's very dependent on the kind of the kind of message you want to send out as well.
And also, right, there's this other point, right? Okay, so one group is from zero trying to get to somewhere. Then there's the other group that made it already but trying to cement their position, right? Like I say, it's just as easy as buying yourself a #1 spot on New York Times bestseller list, right? No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying that this kind of, if you can buy slots on if you can buy slots on YouTube, if you can buy followers on Facebook and whatever else, right? Then you're getting yourself on those lists, right? For me, sometimes I always look at those things and with a little bit of skepticism sometimes, because how are they actually measuring it? Are they measuring it like just on the number of the sales of the books. All that they are concerned with, right? Let's say, for example, I'm not saying that I totally know how all this is being determined. If volume is the only way that this can be measured, then what's to stop me from plonking in some cash, right? And getting that slot.
And buying all the books. You just buy
Yeah.
all your books.
So that means it requires someone with very, very deep pockets to do so. That's why people are so sick and tired of these marketing gimmicks already. You know, the worst thing if you're some obscure brand from nowhere and then, what the hell, suddenly, 1 million, 1 million
Yeah, 1 million
subscribers
right?
on YouTube,
Yeah.
then that doesn't make sense. You know, for me, right, if of course you want to get out, you reach out to as many people as possible. You know, putting in money has not really been, it's not so much of the issue here, but what are you trying to achieve from it at the end of the day? I'd rather grow organically. Look, if my content is good, people will start to share. It will, kind of like a virus.
Yeah.
One person get it and it will infect
Yep.
5, 6 others. But if it's not growing, then hey, look, maybe what you're doing is shit, and you have to relook into it.
Yeah, redo it, change it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is one of those arguments, because there are some people who can say, oh, I think my content is good, or why is that person's content so good, but not as popular as people who are talking complete nonsense, right? I mean, have you ever wondered to yourself why cat videos get more views than live, than someone trying to sell something for life, and to better yourself and empower yourself. But the fucking cat videos, Gangnam Style can get over
The
a
cat, like the
billion.
puppy videos and all the baby
Yeah.
always win. They'll always win.
So it's just a matter of you ask yourself, very simple, if you open a restaurant, right? Don't tell me you expect followers at a global number, let's say, for example. It can be YouTube, can be Facebook, can be whatever. You have a local restaurant, you're not McDonald's, you're not KFC, you're maybe like Ahwat Seafood. Do you really expect that you'll be getting, a couple of million subscribers, unless you're doing, again, then it goes back into your content, right? Unless you're, cooking your zi cha with a clown costume, doing something funny that you can get you viral. So it's back to the content again. So it's really depending on what your business is at the end of the day. Some businesses, hey, look, fuck, you're not going to get these likes at all. I remember many years ago also, I had one client when I was doing this project for a well-known beverage company, which I will not mention the name. But again, very concerned with the number of likes, always questioning, hey, why? Then who gets blamed? The copywriter and all that from the advertising company. Hey, your content lousy, That's why we have no one who likes our content.
Also, I think a large issue is, right, people go number of likes, number of followers, number of comments. But if you truly want to talk about what real metric is,
yeah,
then it's about the quality of the like, the quality of the follower, the quality of the content.
Right.
For example, with one of the restaurants that I used to work with, right? It's a high-end izakaya, and it's a like great food.
Yes.
Little bit more
It's
expensive,
really yummy, I have to say.
right? But they wanted, the objective of the business was that they wanted it to be a place to see and be seen. To be seen and to see, right?
Yep.
So that means to them, their metric was very, very interesting. If we have the number of followers that are air stewardesses are important. The number of followers that are very well-heeled young business people are important. The number of drinkers who love sake are important. Those were their metrics that they
Right.
set themselves. And then they went out there targeting, bringing in the right influencers, treating them to meals, and then eventually they grew that portfolio. They grew that portfolio of customers. And it became a place where beautiful people or well-heeled people went to drink sake and have tapas, Japanese tapas.
Right.
Right? So it's about how your business chooses the market and then goes for it. And I think that leads us into the whole influencer marketing.
Yeah.
Right?
Choosing the correct influencer.
The correct influencers. The correct influencers are not, in my opinion, not the ones with the biggest numbers. Correct influencers are the ones that are the closest to the thing that you're trying to sell or the life that you're trying to.
I think also I think it's also the kind of story that you're trying to spin. I mean, look at the story of Subway. Okay, the very disgraced Jared.
Disgraced Jared, right?
Yeah, absolutely disgraced. But okay, let's not talk about that, right?
Yeah.
That's not our topic. But like, why Subway picked him, right? Regular guy, was eating their sandwiches, lost a bunch of weight, right? Didn't have to be good looking, didn't have to be supermodel material, but because that's what they wanted to sell. It was the food for the regular Joe, the regular person, and they wanted to find also a regular person who was seeing great success eating their sandwiches.
Okay? And if you break that down psychologically, it's really smart. It means this regular guy has eaten Subway sandwiches regularly and he lost all the weight. And psychologically, that means that you can too. He was huge.
Yeah.
Now it's not.
Right.
And that's amazing because that means that it's so the influencer is so relatable.
Yes, at this point also I want to say that look, if there are any salad bars and clubs out there, I'm open. I'm open to talk about
some kind of
sponsorships. Support the branding beardos.
But it's interesting, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it is something you just raised a really good point, right? Subway guy is basically a perfect influencer.
Right.
Right.
Of course, after that, Subway regretted their decision greatly after all the shenanigans. Yeah, of course, that had to be condemned and everything. But again, that's totally another
and
topic.
I do have to, say that they did put the marketing dollars behind Subway guy.
Yeah, they did. That was they really did.
When you have,
I mean, he effectively became their mascot.
Yes. When you have an influencer and you want to make it work, it's not a one-off. And that's the other thing that's important. It's not a one-off. Because what you're doing in today's modern context is you're co-opting them into the brand. You're not.
What do you think the problem here is in Singapore then? What do you think is the problem with influencer marketing and that can be like using celebrities. Sometimes I look and I remember when we had this talk the other day, and you mentioned that actually this celebrity marketing thing, it really works in Singapore because of who they are targeting, the auntie and the uncle probably. Nothing wrong being an auntie and uncle. Just saying that it works, right? Different target markets, it works. But sometimes, I look at it. I look at this celebrity. I said, what the hell does he have anything to do with paint, or what makes this particular celebrity so become the connoisseur of fucking green tea in a bottle, right?
Why is the Nansing selling condo? Doesn't make sense.
Apart from the fact that he might have pockets deep enough to buy those stuff, but you ask yourself like, why? Are they trying? I look at it. Are they trying to sell? Does he have a unit there? And the company's trying to promote to all the people out there. Hey, look, if you buy my condo, he gets to be your neighbor. Is that good or what? That's a bonus. But
I don't think he even lives there.
Yeah, but it's a generational thing. I mean, different. But the thing is that different is just a matter of the differences in influences within each market. Sometimes it's so good to have that influencer. A lot of companies believe so because why? It gives them the ultimate validation from a so-called figure of authority, and that figure of authority could be, anyone out there who calls themselves an influencer or has that following.
But when you ask a question, right, you said, so what do you think is wrong about? I don't think anything is wrong about Singapore's or Southeast Asia's influencer marketing in the sense on the client side, except that the whole idea behind influencer marketing is hit and run, right?
What is a successful case? Do you remember any successful cases?
I have a successful case. I know that a certain target audience of like a mid-market, affordable, casual dining. So I love to go into the restaurant marketing sites, but I know that a certain mid-market target audience that is mass enough cares about casual dining, and so this particular food influencer who is very popular in the hawker and actually casual dining range. Okay, she's very friendly.
Oh, okay.
Very nice, very popular. I love her. Everyone I know loves her. And we engage her specifically for a mid-market, very affordable steakhouse. Right? And within 24 hours of sharing a video, we constructed the video, we worked together to build the image, we worked together to pick what products we want to really push, and the whole concept of the video. And it was like a minute 30-second video. Okay? And I won't tell you how much we spent on it because it's a steal compared to now. That video crushed. We had within the night, overnight, we had 100K views, and that just kept going.
Wow.
And then the video crushed in terms of conversion. So sales leapt from about 170,000 leapt the same month to 250K.
Wow.
Never looked back. One video. But the key is
right person.
The right person with the right brand doing the right content. You crush. That can be, it is repeatable. It is repeatable. You just need to know where to do it and how to do it. There are some businesses that you just cannot do it that way.
Yep.
Right? Because if you're going high-end Michelin star, then you will take a completely different route that probably doesn't even include influencers.
Yes.
Unless your influencer is Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I mean? So it's not one size fits all. You don't go for hit and run. You talk about what's the fit, and then how do you continue the relationship after that. And so for the
how about for this route, right? Like, would it be possible then for a brand to use multiple influencers?
Totally, 100%. And there are brands that do that, right? If you look at a really good example would be how Amazon uses like affiliates, right? Every single one of them is an influencer, right? Another really good way to do it is, have you heard of the supermarket brand Trader Joe's?
Yeah.
Trader Joe's, right? If you just go and Google, right? Or something more relatable, Sephora. Just go and Google the Sephora haul, or in Trader Joe's situation is Trader Joe's haul on YouTube. You will see all their influencers. And they are co-opted in different ways. Some influencers, you send them kits Some influencers, you pay them depending on their size, right? Some of them want to be paid. And then you have a whole range. But again, the person doing the marketing or the person doing the branding of the brand of the company has to vet through one by one.
Yes.
Don't depend on a company that tells you all these people we think are suitable and the number of views and this. Don't. You go and vet. Go and read the comments. Go and look at their followers.
And
go
don't forget
your style.
And don't forget also these influencers, right? Because of the fact that you use them, there has to be some synergy, there has to be some alignment to your brand somehow. You cannot get this person just because he's an influencer, you just anyhow pull him and then go and do something for your brand. Because if he were to do something that's against your brand values and things like that, these things can explode very quickly, and whatever marketing dollars that you spent earlier on this and the money that you made from those successful campaigns can go away very, very quickly. And this reminds me, I actually watched a documentary. It's actually on Canadian Broadcasting Corporation. It's a program from a couple of years ago, but they brought up this thing about people on Fiverr selling fake reviews. So basically, it's the one same lady and the same person, and the video starts, "Hi, my name's John, and I'm a certified dietitian. Let me tell you about this product today." And they go on. And then they show another video of this person. "Hi, I'm Robert. I'm a certified real estate agent." And then he goes talking about that, pretending to be an expert, even going so far as to be wearing lab coats for so-called, look professional and things like that. And they were selling each video between like $100 to $150, that kind of thing. But people, they were so in demand, so in demand. Because why? Especially if it's a company like maybe based in Asia, and then to have this Caucasian doctor or dietitian saying that your product is legit, people be like, "Wow, I'm gonna buy that shit," right?
Yeah.
So
true story.
Those things, this is completely true. And my advice for any company out there who's thinking of doing something punk ass like that, don't.
Think twice. Think twice.
Because we have found out, right? And it will come out, these kind of things, especially if you're dealing with these kind of products, that
as long as you're dealing with the internet,
yeah,
it will come out.
right. You're going to be in the shits.
The internet, you think the internet is to enable your bullshit.
Yeah.
The internet rips away your bullshit much later.
Right.
It takes away your mask. You think you're anonymous, you're not. As long as you are a brand, you're putting content out there.
Yeah.
Don't think for a second that you will not be found out if you are lying.
Yeah.
Yesterday night's 联合晚报 issue with the reporter fabricating an entire COVID-19 story because of one NTU student's Instagram stories. Like he contacted the NTU student. He asked the NTU student whether he could use his Instagram stories. The student said no. He had the chat record. The guy went ahead anyway, allegedly fabricated the story.
Yes, allegedly. Let's not get ourselves in trouble
allegedly. and the student found out on Wanbao. And then he's an influencer because he had the receipt, he shared the information. Bye-bye. Your bullshit will always be found out. Don't lie.
Yeah, so don't turn your brand into the next unnecessary story. Because some people out there might be saying some publicity is better than no publicity, but I can tell you very honestly, that's not the case.
I also
most of the time.
I also think there is something to be said about when you talk about like scandal, right?
Yeah.
I also think there's something to be said about in a PR sense, who recognize and understand who the public thinks
victim
here. and whether your influencer is a victim or perpetrator in the eyes of the court of public opinion. A very popular influencer, right? Had her videos circulated. Her videos.
Oh, okay. Videos.
Went into hiding for a month or two, and then came back, rising like a phoenix. Not only does she have her own fashion accessories brand now, the companies that backed her through this are not negatively affected by the image wise. In fact, they now are like a symbol of female empowerment, because then instead of a negative response to revenge pornography, this woman came back stronger. So you have to, this is not a case of like you have a Dennis Rodman situation where you will disavow the influencer, right? If Dennis Rodman in the 1990s was your influencer, you will disavow him. But today, if your influencer is caught in a scandal, before you drop them, you have to figure out, is this person a victim in the eyes of the court of public opinion? And if they are, then I think there is some merit in reconsidering terminating the relationship. Yeah.
Depends on it absolutely depends on what the situation was, and I think we as a society can do well not to judge a person too quickly, and for the companies out there also not to drop people like that who apparently are clear that they are victims in this. Why? Because if you drop them and they are innocent in this whole thing, then you look like the idiot as well.
Yeah, then you lose. You
lose out.
You lose a lot. So
it pays not to be too quick to judge.
Yeah, brand safety
in any case,
about avoiding scandal. Is about picking the right side of history in a scandal.
Right.
Yeah, like Tiger Woods, right? Tiger Woods was the right call for Nike to drop Tiger Woods. But if Nike had dropped Colin Kaepernick, whatever your convictions about kneeling during the national anthem, whatever your convictions, if Nike had dropped Colin Kaepernick, they would have lost a lot more than they gained. But they went all in on Colin Kaepernick, right? With the ad, with the message, and it really resonated with the Nike tribe.
Right.
So, to understand the Just Do It tribe, and then have the balls to back it up with Colin Kaepernick, that's important.
Yes. Unless your brand stands for run for the hills and take cover.
Yeah. Unless your brand
you can do it that way.
For anything, yes, sir. Yeah, it's a minefield, and at the same time, like tremendous opportunity. For us in Singapore, a lot of times we use influencers to sell.
Yeah.
But if you really want,
you forget that it can be used to build your brand also. Not just the numbers, because this could be a very strong point to help you to start building something concrete for your brand. This is where we go towards building brands that really last, rather than be a fly-by-night kind of thing and I forget about you in 2 years, 1 year's time, that kind of thing.
Longevity. It's always about
longevity.
20 years. You want your brand to be around for more than 20 years, 30 years, even after you die. Then the question is, how do you build it in such a way?
Yeah.
I really like Razer. Really like Razer. And I know that a lot of people think that tech companies a lot of times are cult of personality, right?
Yeah.
Your Zuckerberg, your Jobs, But if you look at how Razer has constructed its network of influencers, and then its CEO as a key influencer, without the recognition that everything depends on him, right? Razer dropping a product doesn't depend on his CEO, but his CEO can boost the profile of any initiative that they take.
Oh, I think that's a very good topic for another
Leadership,
episode.
leadership as influence, right?
Yeah.
I really do love how Min Liang has taken that initiative to go, all right, we're going to reconfigure everything and we're going to produce in Singapore.
Right.
Recently wanting to give free masks as long as you sign up for
Correct.
the pay. That's how you convert people to your payment system.
Correct.
That's very smart. So these are the real influencers. The guys that can move, they don't just move units. They don't just sell units. They are moving influence. They are moving opinion. Your opinion of Razor is now shaped by what he has done and what he's
Correct. All right. Thanks, guys, again for listening to us, the Branding Beardos. Great to bring you this topic today. Don't forget to catch us.
Don't forget to catch us next week. Remember to subscribe and smash the like button.